Hello, my dear friends and respected elders. I know you are fighting for your eyes every single day. Correct prescription glasses, expensive eye drops, piles of green vegetables. Wonderful. But the truth is, all those efforts are being silently undermined every night, and surprisingly, it comes from the very sweeteners we add to our drinks or desserts, especially in the evening. Not everything sweet harms the eyes. In fact, today I want to share with you 3 types of natural sweeteners that are not only safe, but actually help your vision, especially while we sleep. And the last one we will discuss is the most surprising and perhaps the most powerful for protecting night vision and reducing that blurry feeling every morning. You see, after the age of 60, our eyes no longer recover as they once did. The tiny blood vessels in the retina become more fragile, tear production slows down, and the pressure inside the eye can increase, especially during a long night when we least notice it. Now, imagine this. You drink a glass of warm water with a bit of sugar before bed, a habit you've had for years. But lately, you wake up with a burning sensation in your eyes. The light feels so glaring, you have to blink more often to see clearly. And those short walks to the bathroom at night have become more difficult because you feel you can no longer trust your ability to judge distances. Listen closely. That isn't just old age. It is a silent attack. While you sleep, refined sugar and syrups can spike intraocular pressure and trigger chronic inflammation in the eyes. Your body is trying to heal, but that seemingly harmless sugar is betraying you in the dark. Your body is trying to rest and repair, but the sugar you thought was innocent may be working against you in the shadows. The good news is, this enemy can be defeated. Not all sweetness causes harm. So what are the strategic choices? Let's start exploring these 3 sweet friends. I promise, number 3 will surprise you. All right, let's begin exploring these 3 sweet friends. We will start with something sweet, chewy, and far more powerful than it looks. Dates, the forgotten guardian of night vision. Dates are not just a holiday snack. For your aging eyes, they are the most powerful ally that you have overlooked in restoring vision while you sleep. For seniors, they can be one of the most ignored allies in protecting eyesight, especially when the sun sets and the eyes become most vulnerable. You see, one of the biggest challenges as we age is not just seeing, but healing. Our eyes need time at night to repair damaged cells, remove waste from retinal tissue, and reduce the pressure inside the eye. However, this process is easily interrupted by inflammation, oxidative stress, and blood sugar spikes, all of which can be triggered by common evening snacks filled with processed sugar. That is where dates come in. Unlike refined sugar, dates are rich and natural compounds that actively support eye health. One of the most important is a group called polyphenols, specifically flavonoids, which have been shown to reduce oxidative damage in the retina. Why is that important? Because the retina, the thin layer of tissue at the back of the eye, is extremely sensitive to damage from free radicals, those unstable molecules that accumulate from daily exposure to blue light, toxins, and even the natural aging process. Polyphenols from dates help neutralize these free radicals, allowing your retinal cells to rest and recover. But dates don't stop there. They also contain vitamin A and carotenoids, specifically lutein and zeaxanthin. These 2 pigments act like a built-in protective shield for our eyes. They absorb harmful light and help us see more clearly in low-light conditions. And unlike artificial sweeteners, dates provide natural sugar wrapped in fiber, which helps slow down glucose absorption. That means they do not cause a sudden spike in blood sugar, helping you avoid pressure surges that can affect the tiny, delicate blood vessels inside the eye. So, how should you use dates? It's very simple. 1 or 2 soft, fresh dates in the evening, perhaps taken with warm water, or added to a bowl of unsweetened Greek yogurt is enough. The key is consistency, not quantity. If you have been missing that hint of sweetness after dinner, dates could be the easiest change you can make this week. Do you often eat dates? Is there a dish with dates that you love? Please share in the comments. And don't leave just yet, because the next sugar seems very ordinary, but it brings wonderful stability to your eyes. 2. Coconut sugar, the golden stability strategy for eyes over 60. Don't be fooled by its simple appearance. For your aging eyes, Coconut sugar holds a critical element that no other sweetener can provide: absolute stability. Did you know that one of the most dangerous things for aging eyes, especially at night, is instability? Blood sugar spikes, insulin surges, and rapid changes in eye pressure. These fluctuations, particularly in the hours before sleep, can put tremendous pressure on the optic nerve and the tiny blood vessels in the eye. Most common sweeteners, from white sugar to corn syrup, cause sudden blood sugar spikes. That sugar rush doesn't just affect your waistline. It alters the delicate fluid balance in the eye, increasing internal eye pressure. This is where coconut sugar offers a gentler path. Made from the sap of coconut blossoms, coconut sugar contains natural inulin fiber, which helps slow down the absorption of glucose into the bloodstream. This means that instead of a sugar shock, you receive a slow, steady release of energy, and that makes a profound difference for your eyes. Coconut sugar has a naturally low glycemic index, much lower than white sugar and even honey. The lower the index, the slower the body absorbs it, and the more stable your blood sugar remains. By keeping blood sugar stable, coconut sugar helps protect the integrity of the retinal blood vessels. So, how do you use it? Just 1 teaspoon, no more, in your evening tea or warm milk. If you are someone who still enjoys a warm drink at night, this small change can provide your eyes with the stability they long for. Have you ever tried coconut sugar? Did the taste surprise you? Please tell me about it. And now, we will move on to the final sweetener, one that nature has gifted with incredible healing powers. 3. Raw honey, the deep sleep eye detox secret, the deep sleep detox sweetener. This is the most surprising one. Honey is not just food. For your eyes, raw honey is a natural remedy designed to support your body's nighttime repair mechanisms. For centuries, it has been used not only as a food, but as a form of medicine to reduce swelling, soothe nerves, and support deep sleep. But what many seniors do not know is that raw honey can also help protect the eyes, especially at night when the body enters its repair state. We are talking about real, unfiltered honey, which is rich in flavonoids, phenolic acids, and enzymes that act as natural antioxidants. These compounds help reduce inflammation in the smallest blood vessels, including those in the eyes. Furthermore, raw honey supports something else essential for eye health: blood microcirculation. The eyes require a steady, balanced flow of blood to maintain oxygen supply, nourish retinal cells, and regulate pressure. Raw honey contains nitric oxide precursor compounds, which help blood vessels dilate gently. This can help improve blood circulation during sleep, when pressure tends to rise. And here is the surprising part. Unlike other sweeteners, raw honey can actually promote the production of melatonin. This supports better sleep. And as researchers have discovered, deeper sleep is closely linked to better eye detoxification, the process through which the eyes remove metabolic waste. That is why so many seniors who have added a small spoonful of honey to their nightly routine have noticed a change. Their eyes feel less dry, less strained, and less irritated upon waking up. Now, an important warning: not all honey is created equal. You will want to choose raw, unpasteurized honey, preferably from local farms. Avoid anything labeled honey blend, light honey, or anything in a squeezable bear-shaped bottle. Those are often adulterated with syrup or heavily filtered to the point that the beneficial compounds have been removed. And of course, moderation is vital. To support your eyes, just half a teaspoon stirred into warm chamomile tea or warm water about 30 to 45 minutes before bed is enough. A simple plan for you: how to easily incorporate these into your daily life. Let's start with your evening. Think about what you usually reach for after dinner. A cookie, some pudding. Now, imagine replacing it with a simple, sweet ritual. On most nights, choose 1 or 2 soft dates. If you enjoy drinking tea after dinner, try adding a teaspoon of coconut sugar instead of white sugar. And finally, on nights when you want to sleep better, stir half a teaspoon of raw honey into a cup of warm water or herbal tea about 30 minutes before bedtime. You don't need to use all 3 at once. In fact, I recommend alternating them based on what your body needs. The goal isn't to be perfect. It is to be consistent and steady. Over time, these small changes will add up: less morning discomfort, fewer bouts of blurry vision, a sense of clarity returning, not through force, but through stability. If there is one thing I have learned in over 30 years of working with seniors, it is this. Most people don't lose their health all at once. They lose it quietly, through forgotten habits, overlooked ingredients, one more sleepless night, or tired eyes. But the beautiful truth is, healing can also begin just as quietly, with one better choice, a cup of tea sweetened in a different way. Your eyes have journeyed with you through decades of laughter, tears, books, beloved faces, and memories. They have done their best, even when our habits didn't always support them. Now, perhaps it is time for you to support them back. The 3 sweeteners we explored today are not miracle cures, but they are steps, gentle, nourishing, and wise. I know many of you watching have been told that it's too late, that blurry vision is just part of getting old, but I am here to remind you that there is still time. Time to rebuild, time to recover, time to feel clear again. You deserve a sweetness that heals, not harms, and you deserve to wake up seeing the world a little more clearly, starting with the choices you make tonight. If you have stayed with me until this point, thank you sincerely. It means you haven't given up on your eyes. If this video has changed your perspective on eye health, please hit the like button now. And if you want to receive more recovery secrets like these, subscribe to the channel now so I can see you in the next video. Until next time, please take care of those eyes. They have seen so much. Let's help them keep seeing.